this holiday.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
I was gonna fill out another form, but I felt like I couldn't actually write it properly, so I kind of just wrote some notes as a recap of how everything's
Yeah,
going in the
it's
grind.
fine. It's fine. We can just like we'll use the questions as more of like a prompt more so than
It's
anything else.
just to
So
give you a little context, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course. Okay, so let's just kind of start with this then. So how has practice been in terms of fun, productivity in the last few months?
So, because that's a weird question because I swapped around how I kind of went around practice recently. Because like right when we ended our last session, and that was like season 12 of Overwatch. It's been a
Mm,
while. I started playing like 3 hours every day. Had some movement, almost hit masters. I was like one game off, and then I went and lost like 10 games in a row, and
yeah.
I ran away to Marvel Rivals for like a whole season of
Right.
Overwatch.
Okay.
Um, I had fun in that game. I actually played Duelists, and then like I climbed the GM, but then after that, I was like, I want to come back to Overwatch because it was fine while it lasted, but I don't know. I thought I kind of missed the polish of Overwatch, so I came back to Overwatch, and then I started playing. Actually, before I went back to support, I just started coming back in with like tank and DPS, and I actually ranked both of those ranks up. From tank was plat, and then I went to diamond, and then I had a gold DPS. I went to plat, and I'm like, okay, it's time. I'm going to play support. We're gonna get back to masters, and so I started playing every day, but I didn't have like a structure where I played 3 hours every day. I tried something different. One thing to note, I feel like I play better when I take breaks for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's even accurate. I just feel better sometimes when I'm taking breaks and I come back to the game and I feel like I'm playing better. I don't know if I'm actually playing better or if that's like me just like focused more in the game because it's been a while since I've gotten out of the routine.
Yeah,
Where was
yeah,
I?
yeah, yeah. No, no, keep
I
going, keep going.
came start playing over support again this season, and I've climbed. I was climbing. I climbed from low diamond. I was all the way in diamond one, and then this. What? Oh, sorry. My structure is I've been playing until I lose 2 games because something I noticed is I feel like after I lose 2 games in a rank day, it's like I don't know if I get tilted or if it's like, oh, it's just not my day. And so I
Yeah,
noticed I never win past like I never really like how much gains past 2 wins. Either the day is like, okay, I'm locked in, I'm gonna win, and I just get pop off, or it's like 2 games, and then sometimes I even go beyond the 2 game thing, and I don't tend to win. I usually tend to just like go even when I'm feeling good, or if I'm just forcing it, I don't win. I feel like when I'm forcing it, it all comes apart because like this, I was diamond two, and I was like, you know what? If I play a few games this weekend, I could probably get to masters for my session. That was a mistake. Got on a lot of the lost streak because and fell back down to diamond four, which is where I am. I feel like the lose 2 game structure is decent for me, but at the same time, I don't know if it's enough because I know that would imply that some days I don't play enough. Because according to you, I should probably aim for at least 3 hours if I'm still going for
yep,
GM, which
yep.
I still want to. Because I thought about it like, do I want to quit? And I'm like, no, I still enjoy this game. I still want to try getting it, but I don't know if I can in some ways because I don't know if I put enough in, but I also don't know if I could put enough in. And so I'm here. I'm scared I'm going to be running around this hamster wheel for the next 10 seasons, just
Yeah,
still in
yeah, yeah.
diamond. That's unfortunate. I
Well,
don't
I
know.
appreciate the self-awareness. I appreciate the self-awareness. Yeah, like it's a good foundation to work on. Continue.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Overwatch a lot. And I enjoy this game. It's like Overwatch is how everything else is. Like all my other goals in life are. I feel like, oh, if I push myself, if I was able to put more time, more effort in, and not like get tilted for some setbacks, I'd be able to make my goals. But also, I don't want to get, but I don't know if I can, and I might give up on. I don't want to like give up on my goals, but I also don't know if I'm just in a hamster wheel, still chasing the same thing and never able to actually achieve them. So it's kind of a weird situation I'm in. So I don't know what to do because I don't feel like giving up is the option I want to do. Because I'd still be playing Overwatch at the end of the day. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess like you did a good job kind of analyzing. You know, these are my goals, but this is what I struggle with, and these are my setbacks, and maybe my goals are
Hmm.
bad, or maybe I want to do this. This is where you need to devote your thought your self-analyzation, but also I really encourage you to devote some time experimenting with things as well here.
Yeah, that's where I
Optimally,
experimented with.
yeah, no,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. No, finish.
That's where I experimented with like the 2 game rule or playing with I went away from Overwatch and played some Marvel Rivals for a bit, but it all comes back to Overwatch sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
Thanos, you know?
Yeah.
Where does it lead
They're
you back to
inevitable.
me?
Yeah. Man, it's tough. Let me think about it this way. So, I want to put priority on healthy relationship with the game. And I'm sure you know that. And like you put that as a priority too. I'm glad that's why I was praising you for your self-awareness, because you know the importance of that. If we look at like, okay, you need to be putting 3 hours in, 2.5 hours in, 2 hours in, whatever for Masters. Meaningless if you can't handle 2 losses in a row without getting frustrated. Completely meaningless, right? So what it is you're following the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law. The spirit of the law is that you should train for 2 hours, not play for 2 hours. And so if you train for an hour and you find yourself getting frustrated or tilted, distracted, anything after that is pointless. You need to stop.
I think
right?
I noticed that.
And like, you know that, right? Yeah, you definitely.
That's when, like, this weekend, I was focused more on winning instead of, okay,
Yes.
we're going to work on my angles, and that's where I end up in the trap. And it's hard to keep that in mind.
It really
that,
is. It really is.
That my goal isn't actually what I'm working for. It's supposed to be an aftermath. It's supposed to be not accidental, but it's supposed to be like, oh, cool, I'm actually GM. I was not even trying. I was just playing every day and working on the fundamentals.
Your current skill is a lagging reflection of your training habits. That's the way to look at it. So when you train like a Masters player, you will not notice the results in general if you're like, let's say, a Diamond player for a month at least.
One thing I noticed is I feel like some people could play less but still maintain a higher rank than me. I got I got my duo who seems that they play less, at least on their main role, than I do, but they're slightly higher than me at all times.
Yep.
And then I got another friend. I don't know if he counts, but like he's Masters, but he plays like only 10 ranked games a season. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing? How are you doing that?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple of reasons why that's the case. First off, that they don't play 2 games and lose and they get frustrated.
Okay, that's probably right? A good point.
But then if you want to get really psychological about it, why do you get frustrated after 2 losses, right? Is that because are you a good loser with other things? Is it just Overwatch, or do you struggle with losses, period? When we talk about like talent and IRL RPG rollouts, right? What is like your life experience been like to prepare you for Overwatch? Not just first-person shooters, but competition, mindset, your patience, you know?
Yeah, I could actually say I think the reason why I like get really down after a few losses is my experience was actually I started playing competitive games with Dota 2. Gosh, sometimes I feel going back to that game. But like Dota 2, I think because I got it so young, but for some reason, a lot of people end up in that mindset of, oh, my team sucks. You know, and that's like the normal toxic mindset. For some reason, it's, oh, man, I suck, dude. How am I? Yeah. How are we losing this? Frick.
Yeah.
And I think that's my weakness, actually. Which is, I feel like more rare, but I think that's where it comes from. And I need to like unlearn that so that I could play more than 2 games and not get like absolutely, because I think that's it. Yeah, I think I waste my time. I think I don't get the 3-hour benefit because after the 2 losses, or maybe 3, depends on the day of how I'm feeling and stuff, I'm not getting any more benefit out of my practice because I'm like, dang, I'm back where I started. That's one of the most demoralizing things where I'm like, dang, I'm back where I started, because I feel like if I was playing better, I'd be fine. Because I feel like we're always working on the same thing sometimes. It's like, oh, like if we did a VOD review right now, my issues are going to be, I think I rush my cooldowns. I rush my cooldowns with my nade and sleep, but like my nano, I need to use it a bit earlier. I need to, of course, work on the fundamentals. I'm a little too close. I stand my ground without rotating. I don't take a good angle. I kind of choose weird cover and weird angle areas and don't really commit to places. And then like I sometimes overheal instead of damaging.
Right. So you're aware of all these issues. So when you talk about you want to be a master support player, you got to be, how much better at those skills do I need to be a master support player? It's hard to know exactly, but you know that if you look at your own gameplay, you go, yeah, it's not quite master's level yet. Not quite there. I think I need to get a little bit better at this, a little bit better at that, and do that. And so that's what you have to aim to be. how much time, how much training do you need to put into those individual skills to get there? And that's where things can get a little bit vague, but you got to enjoy that ride. You got to focus on that ride and focus on that process.
Yeah, it has to be a. It's hard to notice my progress sometimes.
It is.
I feel like
it is.
I can point out my mistakes, but I can't always point out, oh, I've improved. I've gotten better at my cover usage. Sometimes my rank doesn't even reflect that. Sometimes I feel like I play better than I had in the past, but I'm a lower rank. I think, of course, I could try justifying it. But I hit Masters before, but I think that was rank inflation. So I tried telling myself, no, Masters was easier back then. I should have went for GM back then.
Well, so then there's a couple of things to look at. One is that most people in general aren't always super good judges of their talent or their skill at any given point in time. It's hard to be fully objective. I guess it's like the reality of the situation. But even if we were to say something like, okay, how do I improve my objectivity? Self-VOD review, right? Knowing, understanding the game setting. Like you just gave, okay, so you gave me a full list of things that you think you need to do better at. If you were to practice those things for a couple of days, so like let's say 2 or 3 of those things, you'd probably be able to get a pretty good judge of if you're making any progress at doing those things automatically. You may not be a good judge of your skill as a whole if you like, give it a random metric, but you'd be able to tell me, I feel a little bit more confident with my rotations, or a bit more confident with my cooldowns and so on. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of like what I'm looking for, though. It's like, how much more do you want to spend on doing your rotations, your positioning? How much more do you want to spend on your cooldown usage and so on? Those are the things you need to be putting some time into. You kind of see what I'm saying? Like you need to go in like strategically, deliberately, knowing what you're doing, and then measuring that from there. And then for you, it's like when you lose 2 games in a row, is it because you're putting too much pressure to win? Are you putting way too much? Are you not going in with enough intentional goals? When you play a game as whatever you're playing at the time, what's the purpose of that game? Is it to have fun? Great. Is it to work on that specific skill? Great. Is it to experiment with something? Great. Is it to win a game before a session? Not so great.
Not so great. Yeah.
And so that's when you're gonna have issues.
Into the holes, I guess. Because I know it's that, like, sometimes I think honestly I've got to my best SR games when I'm just thinking about my angles instead of the other things.
Yeah. I mean, I would say focusing on your angles is probably the biggest bang for your buck in terms of like immediate progress. It's like one of the most important, valuable things to do in Overwatch. But obviously, like sometimes you got to do mechanical and like cooldown things. You have to do other things too, right? You can't just focus on one thing, right? But yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I would take some time to reflect. Like, again, I want to highlight you need your game either to be productive, or it needs to be fun, or it needs to be both. Because if it's neither, what's the point? Right.
I have to at least be like, well, that was a fun game.
Right.
Right. Oh, you know what? I feel like I at least improved.
Correct.
My X. And if I do that, it doesn't matter if I win or lose.
Correct.
Because in 100 games, I'll win more than I lose. Hope.
Correct.
At least that's the hope.
And what I would say is, like, for the first 2 games, wins or losses, like, let's make those productive. Let's make those focused. Let's give you something to work on during those games, just like we did in our last VOD review. But then afterwards, do you want to keep playing? Maybe you're just like, I don't want to keep sweating so much. Let's just focus on playing for fun. Let's just play for fun. It doesn't have to be everything.
Play for fun. Some sessions.
Why not?
Today I'm gonna play for fun. I think I do that, but I also don't do that when I decide to off roll. But then I also end up not doing that because once I think. I don't know. It's weird. Gosh, it's a weird relationship. Fun, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, right? Because it's like there's a lot of people that are really hard stuck because there's like a sense of entitlement and there's like this hard grinder focus, but you're not really learning. Like you got to aspire to be a learner, not a competitor.
Is that why there's some of those people with thousands of hours and somehow are still lowest ranks?
Yes. Well, some of them just don't care at all, right? Like there's a balance here, right? Do you care about winning or do you care about being the best? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to win games to get the Masters, or do you want to be a Masters level player? That's kind of like the question you have to ask yourself.
I shouldn't be playing to get to Masters. I should be playing
to be a Masters
level player.
That's
That's probably why some people are stuck at some of the lowest ranks.
That's it. And some people just don't care at all. Some people just play for fun entirely. And honestly, I don't have any problem with that, people, because you know what? They're getting exactly what they want out of the game. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Right. So the problem is
Dota.
Right.
Hours in the game. He literally has 40,000 hours and like 40,000 games in the game, which is probably 40,000 hours somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Bro somehow the lowest rank. But you know what? I'm sure he's just fun. He's having a great
Yeah,
time.
he's got what he wants out of it. The people that are really struggling are the quote unquote failures are the ones that like they have goals, things that they want to do, but they don't train in the way that they want to, and not only that, but that it kind of steals the fun out of the game,
And I think that's me. I guess I feel like
Yeah. I've been there too. I think everybody has. That's just why I have to stop and self-reflect. What am I doing?
And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna hit champion. I decided already, like that's not ever something I'm probably ever gonna hit.
Probably
That's
not.
why I've never, for some reason, GM is I think it's because I've had the goal for such a while. I guess ever since.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Overwatch 1.
traditional goal, right? Everyone wants to be
Traditional
GM, right?
goal.
But you may not want to put in the work it takes to get to Grandmaster. So you just have to constantly evaluate. Am I happy with what I'm doing? Is it worth putting the
Am I
time?
having fun?
You're right.
Do I want to put in that extra hour, or do I want to just
Right.
stop here? And there's no
Right.
right or wrong answer. But the thing, it's weird saying there's no right or wrong answer. It's like I do want to hit GM, but it's like, oh, we should. But also, I'm not feeling like I want to play anymore.
Yeah,
tonight.
and it's also like you want to hit GM, but do you have we talk about like do you want to be a Masters level player? What is that going to look like, right? That's going to take some diligence. It's going to take some patience. It's going to take some personal development. It's going to help work on fixing your relationship with the game a little bit. If we get there, then we'll reevaluate.
One step at a time. Don't look
One
too
step at
far
a time.
ahead.
Right. Focus on what
like-
you want to be.
Try
Focus on-
hitting GM Masters, and once you hit that, reevaluate. Do you want to keep going?
Right. And then, okay, so let's talk about how we'd hit Masters. Okay, so what needs to change with how you're playing right now and how you're playing before? And I know we've talked about this stuff in our first session, but I want to revisit it. I want you to tell me what needs to change.
I mean,
What needs to be done better? Maybe not even change, just what we need to revisit. What need we to do better?
I just need to somehow come into the games with like the mindset of focusing on just improvement, and that's I probably play enough hours to at least hit Masters, because I'd say I at least play 2 hours a night. Like that's not too crazy most of the nights. Well, sometimes I don't know. Actually, now I think about
Right.
it.
But I guess the thing is like, how do you do that then? So how do you do it?
How do I have more focus?
Well, how do you go in and focus on just the improvement side of things, right? We've talked a lot about it, but what needs to change? Are there any habits that you have right now with how you're playing or your approaches that are putting too much emphasis on winning? Like obviously recently it was the pressure of the coaching session, which I don't care, right? The whole point of the coaching session is to give you stuff to work on, right? But
Yeah.
before you went to Rivals, right? What happened?
Before I went to Rivals, gosh, what happened? Maybe it was I don't know why I stopped. I think I was one game away. I started losing. And I realized, dang, I don't know. It's been such a long time. Actually, I can't even remember
Yeah, okay, that's
exactly
fair.
why I stopped. It's weird. I stop sometimes. Like when I hit my peak ever, which was Masters 3, I just stopped. I
Right.
don't know why I stopped.
Right.
It wasn't even my goal. I don't.
It might just be that you didn't want to play anymore. That you were.
I think I
bored
might have
and that
just
you-
been a little bored and I wanted to take a break. And then I come back and I feel good. And then for some reason, when I come back, I actually feel good enough to stay. And then I go back down a little bit. I don't know why.
To be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with that. If you just get tired of the game and want to do something different, that's you pursuing fun, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is that when you come back in and you set goals for Overwatch again, are you compromising your fun by having unrealistic goals? Because I know people that burn out from Overwatch that love the game and it ruined their love for the game because of the way they approach.
Sometimes I don't love the structure of saying, okay, I'm going to have, for the next 3 hours, I'm going to play some Overwatch so I could.
Yeah.
After doing this for about a few months, maybe I'll rank up to the next rank. I don't know, because I do see the gains when I do play more. I do rank up more.
Yeah, I mean, shocker, right?
I wish I could play less and rank up more, but I don't know if maybe that's just not reasonable.
Well, it depends on how hard you practice or how much you play as well. But yeah, that's absolutely true.
But yeah, I guess. I mean, it just comes down to playing the game more and focusing, but not tilting. Focusing on just learning.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I suppose
And
so. It's worth experimenting with, And when you play when you enjoy playing the game more, why?
When I enjoy playing the most is when I'm playing with somebody else.
Okay.
I force myself to solo queue a lot, but like I actually prefer finding somebody else to duo with, and usually
Sure.
it's somebody just in rank or
Okay.
one of my friends or something.
Okay. Man, it's something to evaluate. You know, playing the game more is a solo queue. Does that kind of feel a little bit too hard, too toxic, or is it playing with a friend fun but maybe not as productive? What's the balance there? What's the priority? Can you teach yourself to enjoy solo queue more? Again, I'm just asking you questions, so I want you to practice trying these things. You know,
You're not looking for an answer right the second. You're looking for like
Right.
think
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm gonna think about it over the next few gaming sessions I'm gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, how do I
Exactly.
feel about this?
Exactly.
Good stuff.
And have it change your habits as well. Because coming up with ideas but not doing anything about it is meaningless. So
The only
okay.
thing I'm scared about is the hamster wheel and never like actually getting any further than where I am.
Well, maybe
Well,
that means that
wanting
your goals wouldn't need to change then. You know, maybe if it's to, like you talked about, like I got to Masters 3 and I got bored. Okay, maybe you're just the person that gets to Masters in a lot of different games and never gets to Grandmaster. That doesn't mean
maybe.
that because the thing is, if you get to Grandmaster at one game, you don't get to Masters in the other game, right? Who's better at gaming, the guy that's Masters in more games, or the guy who gets Grandmaster in one or two? You don't. There isn't an answer, right?
Yeah.
You know, so just worth considering. You know, worth considering.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
And
It's just a
think-
video game. Just a video game.
it's just a video game.
That's it. That's it.
It's a game I love. I want to be Thanos sitting
I know.
on the Grateful Universe, dude, looking at my rank.
I know. But it takes certain
I can't
personal
force it,
compromises
right?
to get there. You know, you can, but you might hate the game. You know, you can. You can.
You say you think you can't? I feel like whenever I force my rank, it's where I lose, I guess. But
I know. I agree with you. I'm saying you could force yourself to solo queue. You could force yourself to progress. You could put all other your side projects, your life on a side, and focus only on your rank in Overwatch. Right? That's the goal. If that's what you want. I've been there. It hurts. Like I've done that with the career stuff and other stuff. So you just have to choose what you want. You know. So.
Yeah, you did that adventure at one point, huh? Okay.
Yeah. So
Dang.
okay. Any other questions?
So, did I have any other questions? Let me look at my notes. All right. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I guess this is all just for me to self-reflect and figure out what adventure Overwatch is.
Yeah. Agreed.
The weird thing is, I don't know if I have a good VOD because I've
That's
been
all right.
like, I was playing and I actually wasn't even thinking which VOD I would want to review. I have like games,
Yeah.
but I don't know which ones would be good.
We could do anything. We could look at anything recent. Obviously, would be great, but you know, it could be a close game. It could be a game where you felt like you had trouble, or it could just be a game where like, just how am I looking? What do you think I need to work on? If I were to apply myself, what would you suggest?
Let me look. I also want to say, what if you just coach me live or something?
We could do that too.
haven't done
Let's do
that.
it. Yeah, you want to do it?
I wonder because like I haven't done that, and I don't know if that would like. I don't know if that because I feel like you're gonna say the same things, which isn't a bad thing. It's just what I have to work on.
Yeah,
right?
but it might also be that it puts you in the right brain space for how you practice too.
VOD reviewing.
Yeah, well, not even VOD reviewing, how you actually play. Like this is me in your ear is going to help you. You're going to feel what it feels like to practice at the most efficacy, right? We can go for it.
Sure. Okay.
We can go for it if you want.
I'm interested. Can
All right, let's do
we
it.
do it? Oh, sorry. That was the wrong button.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. I was actually running around in the training arena shooting bots while we were talking.
That's fine with me.
Okay, here we go. Diamond 4. Where are we?
Let's do it. Screw the rank. Who cares?
This is gonna be a long queue time. I swear that's one sad part of being support, dude. These guys are atrocious.
Yeah. What was it? Did you see what it was before you queued?
I think it was only 4 minutes.
4 minutes is not too bad.
Maybe I'm just thinking of tank. Sometimes I wish I was the tank player and be like, all right, time to just queue up. I'm gonna
Insta pop. Yeah.
hit masters and already be top 500. That's living the dream right there. I get. What do I work? What should I work on? You think?
Let's talk about this. So,
I think honestly, if I mastered like just the four corners of positioning, sometimes I feel like I would just be there. You know,
Sure,
what is
sure.
it? The car, the cover,
Yeah.
range,
But
angles.
also at the same time, would only be doing that be boring?
Sometimes.
No. How long does it take to master positioning versus get good at it and then get good
My
at
entire
other
life,
aspects too?
probably. No,
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you got to think about the what's the lowest hanging fruit. Now, I will say, thinking about angles and positioning is like a huge return on investment. Like you can get a lot of value out of focusing on
Ana,
positioning.
right?
Yeah. But then the other thing with Ana is like immediately you got to start thinking about the accuracy timing window of your nades. Like when should you nade? How should you be taking a nade? Should you even be using nade right now? Could you get dove? That's a big one, right? Cooldown management, right? Big thing with Ana. Mechanics, big thing with Ana as well.
Yeah.
Being decisive with your nano, big thing with Ana as well. So just wherever you feel like your shortcomings are the most and focusing on that. And obviously if you don't know what that is, then that needs to be fixed.
I feel like I know what I got to work with on it. Sometimes I feel weird about Kiriko not knowing exactly because I've expanded my hero pool one extra person since hero bans. I put Juno on the team. I don't know if this is a good like split of hours I've been putting into the heroes.
I'd say it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't put any
Fine.
more heroes in that, but yeah, it looks okay.
You want to put any more heroes? Not me playing Mercy that one time and getting. I hate her. I don't know why I pick her up sometimes. I'm like, okay, this feels like a game where it's gonna come down to the DPS, and then I lose the game. I don't know why I do that sometimes.
I mean, the DPS is correct. It's just not, your DPS is DPS. It's actually your DPS. That's what.
It's probably.
Okay, we can warm up here. We can jump in deathmatch if you want.
Oh boy, when I warm up, the funny thing is I don't like deathmatch the most. Deathmatch is my least favorite warm up.
What do you like the most?
When I'm serious, I actually started picking up Kovacs, and I know it's not like perfectly translated in the game, but for some reason, and I think it's because of my mouse movement, it gets me the warmest for the game because it actually just focuses on my mouse.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
And then for this, these days, honestly, for the last week, I've just been going into like this guy right here.
Yeah, Seda, the Vexta. Yeah, do it up.
And I don't know why.
It's really good.
I find this more fun, and I feel like I get more value out of it than deathmatch.
You ever try the challenge mode?
What's the challenge mode?
Leave and rejoin it. Leave and rejoin it real fast. It's
time.
Yeah, you got time.
Challenge mode.
Yeah, so just start it. Yeah, just start it.
Start it. Create a new lobby.
Yep. Just exactly what you did. Start, and then wait 1 second here. Don't do anything just yet. Select your hero, and then don't do anything.
Select it.
Continue.
Don't do anything.
And then start challenge at the top there. You see that? Shoot that instead.
Start challenge. This one?
Yeah.
Was this? Nade deals 120 damage? What does that even mean?
Kill people as fast as you can.
Oh, wait. It's a cooldown. I hate that.
So look at the thing on the left, the light green text, normal mode starting level 1, and then look right below that. Level 1, time remaining. You have 15 seconds to get one more kill. Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, so it's just about you're playing obviously a character that's probably not that good at this mode, but it's about personal focus.
Why is she not very good why is Ana not very good at this mode?
Well, because you're comparing yourself to like characters that can shoot out a lot faster. Like a Cassidy or something like that would just be better.
Actually, honestly, I don't even play this character very often when I'm going into back stuff. I grab Soldier or McCree and just like,
yeah,
I honestly play those two if I'm in these things. It's mostly my hand movement, unless I feel like. No, after a game, sometimes I'm like, I was really messing up my long range shots, so I just need a backup. And I just practice my long range shots instead of my close range ones. I don't know. At the end of the day, mechanics is like, I feel like it's not the thing that's holding me back, even though mechanics could be better. It's just, I feel like 90% of my gameplay just comes down to, yeah, you could have been in a better position.
Sure. Okay.
And then the last 10% is, yeah, you should have used your cooldown a bit better. Okay, it's probably not 80. It's probably not 90-10. It's probably like 70-30.
What is your Korean tank saying?
That's a good question. Is he saying anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Should I have these guys in VC?
I mean,
I might have to just mute them. It's gonna
you
give me
might
the-
have to mute. Yeah, you might have to focus on what you're doing. Poor guy. Sounds like he was
You know
ready to
what?
roll.
Hey, he's gonna have a great time.
All right, Ilios, Ana. Positioning, cooldown management. Okay, so you hate it. So what needs to be
Oh.
practiced in here? So you can
Why do I
tailor
hate
your
it?
training session. No. I don't want you to tell me. I don't care. I want you to tell me what you're practicing.
What I could practice this round. I mean, okay, so you come into the game without the thing, and then you're like, okay, we're in the game. What's gonna be the thing that's gonna give me the biggest bang out of my buck here?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what's going to
Don't
be the
worry
biggest
about
bang
that.
for your
Don't-
buck.
don't-
Focus instead. What do you think would be productive here? Do you think this is a good position?
productive?
One that you're uncomfortable. Maybe you're bad with positioning here. Maybe you're like, I need to work more on my cooldown usage recently because I'm not very good at that. You tell me. Don't worry about what's going to win you the game. Just what's going to be productive practice here. You can even go to
what do I
this is
struggle
Lighthouse. You can even look at this one. So this is not well, and this is not the Widowmaker run. This is the one with the point off to the side. So
This is probably I like probably angle. You know, I want
okay. So what are you
work my
looking
angles.
for in your angles? What are you looking for? Be as specific as you can.
I want to be able to see enemies
Okay.
and allies.
Okay. What are you gonna do on that angle?
I'm gonna either damage or heal.
Okay. Okay. So let's focus on where do I want to position with where the enemy
Just
team
like
is
I
focused.
just don't I just find an angle and then fart out all my cooldowns and then just-
Maybe, but that's the lazy way of looking at it, right? You got to take the angle, decide what do I do from there, right? So let's take an angle, and then I want you to pause and decide what you want to do.
Okay. Well, I'm
just
going
take-
high ground.
All right. So you have some information. All right. What do you want to do?
Let's see if I can support my diva. Where's my team? They're behind me, so they'll be fine.
Okay. So now just focus on doing things. Don't worry about narrating. Just focus on doing things.
Okay.
Now what do you do with your nade? That's okay. Do you like
hate
that?
Rhea.
Was that a good angle? Was there a better angle?
A better angle. I'm not
No.
sure if there was a better
All right.
angle.
Well,
right?
then find out. That's not a good mindset for learning, right?
Oh man. I
You gotta
mean,
try-
we could try low ground.
Well, okay, let's try it out. Like you know what comp they're on. Try and use that information to educate your angle.
Well,
Like,
the DPS
listen.
are gonna be high ground with the mercy pocket,
Okay, so then where should you
ideally,
be?
and then the hog's gonna be low ground.
Well, don't ask
easily-
where they're going to be. Look at where they are right now.
You're right. Okay. Well, they're running away. I'm just gonna shoot them.
All right. So I want you to be thinking about what angle should I take with where they are right now.
He's gonna die. I'm gonna shoot one person and leave. Okay, I run.
Okay, where are they? Where should you be?
They're running at us. Probably.
Where should you be? Where's your angle now?
I want to be here, maybe.
Okay, so you don't
see
have to.
everything?
You don't have to stay here either. You could start here and then rotate elsewhere.
I feel like I'm lagging. Okay, that sucks. There's a guy shooting me. I hate that.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Rappies. I'm gonna have to reload. Oh, he's done. Oh, why am I aiming so bad right now?
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think the aim has been too shabby.
Gonna run over here. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna nade. Right there. I don't feel like I'm having that much value here.
Your starting
I
angle is
think
okay, but then as the fight evolved, you couldn't see really anything, right? So
what? I guess I need to back up.
well, mate. Well, I don't know. Do you further? Where do you need to be now?
Well, everyone's down at main.
So where's your angle?
Maybe right here. Oh man.
This doesn't look like an angle to me.
I guess that's not. Okay. Well, we can wrap out to the right.
Okay. Nice nano.
Oh, he's dead.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Close.
It's
That's
over.
okay. So that was a good rotation there towards the end. You could see your sight lines opened up. You caught him by surprise. Just too late. Spent too much time on main.
Right. Okay.
So let's scout a little bit. Let's listen to where enemies
Angles
are and take an
Have
angle.
to be very fluid.
Where are enemies? Where should you be?
Well, some are high ground. Maybe
Why?
I could push.
Do you have to be high ground? You sure?
Well, we're pushing them off high ground, right?
Okay, so then where do you go from here?
Well, I need to see my team. That sucks. This sucks. I can't even see my diva.
It's because
So
you're
I
not on
gotta-
an angle. You're stuck in a small room, right? You need to open up a
Yes.
sight line. What is an angle?
Um,
Don't worry about this round. This
just
round's
like,
cooked. Focus on
it's what I
focus
can
on your
see,
question.
isn't
Focus. Okay, what you can see, right? So what's a good angle and what's a bad angle?
when I can't see anything,
Right. Why can't you see anything?
there's just buildings in the way.
There's buildings in the way. So how do you deal with that?
That's a good question. Move somewhere else. Where I
Move
can't
somewhere
see
else.
everyone.
Right. So where would that be? You went high ground, still couldn't see anything. You were low ground, still couldn't see anything. When you're positioning to avoid damage, you use cover, correct?
Yeah.
How do you deny cover?
How do I deny enemy cover?
Yeah.
I rotate around the cover. so I get to
Okay. Okay, so you rotate. All right. So let's find a different angle that's going to deny their cover. So right now, you know where you think they're going to come from. They think you're going to all come, peek out that main looking towards point, right?
Yeah.
So how are you going to catch them by surprise?
I could go take high ground on the right.
Let's try it. And then if you don't see anything, don't stand there. Find a different angle.
No. How do you take high ground on the right?
Take the
I've never
staircase
done
right to
this.
your left. Take the staircase to your left. And
oh
run.
my gosh, this is beautiful.
Left, all the way behind you.
Oh, it's over. It's over. It's
No,
too late.
no. That's fine, but you're okay. Would you rather do nothing or would you rather do nothing? Because you're doing nothing right now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Swing right. Swing right.
Swing right. from
Swing
where-
right. Pause right
Oh,
here.
okay. So now I can see things,
Why?
and because I went around.
Uh-huh.
I'm dead.
Why were you dead? Who killed you?
Freya and Soldier.
Okay, so where was Soldier?
Soldier was coming from behind me on the right. and
Soldier was
Freya
on
coming from
your
the left.
angle. That's your job. Don't you die to Soldier. That's your job.
Oh,
If you look away from
so.
the guy that's on your side, you die to the guy that's on your side. You understand?
all right. All right.
All right. So where do you want to rotate? You got plenty of time right now. Leave her be.
Okay.
Where do you want to go?
I guess I want to go top right this time.
All right. Let's listen, and then make a decision.
Oh my goodness gracious.
No, it's okay.
Okay, that's not.
It's okay. Is there anybody fighting you right now, or anybody looking at you right now?
No.
Okay.
Okay. They're gonna get anything. It sucks. They're gonna come after me.
That's okay. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. Your job is not to live. Your job is to do damage and to kill people.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Opening my eyes.
Now
Get
what?
him, team! Wait,
Now
there's nobody
what?
here.
Yeah, that's your
Me?
job. What do you do now?
We're gonna get into health pack over here, and then we're gonna go take.
That's okay. You have the right idea. That's just two. That's a 2-for-1 right there. That's a Freya and a Mercy. Your job is to try to distract them without dying.
But wasn't my death? I feel like my death was definitely. Game throwing.
Your death was unearned. You misplayed it, but it was not the position. It was how you played it. It's the same thing when you died to the soldier. Remember when you died to the soldier first fight? You just didn't look
Right.
at him. You didn't deal with him. You don't have the way to succeed is not to avoid risk. It's to manage risk.
Weirdly, the way I'm playing Ana right now is how I'd almost play. How you want me to play Ana is almost the way I would play Kiri, like super
Sure.
aggressive angles and then just
Sure.
rip people up.
Sure. When I say aggressive angles, you just don't flank all the way in their backline necessarily. You're a little bit more high risk, high reward. That's all. That's the difference between Kiriko and Ana. You don't have to get
Kiriko
out.
can go all the way in.
Correct.
Ana
Correct.
needs to take shorter. offense.
Maybe. But did you notice that on first flight when you took a flank, you landed a huge nade and a huge sleep dart? So you have much higher risk than Kiriko, but you have much, much higher reward.
Right, because all Kiriko could do is hopefully hit two headshots,
A couple of
get
shots. somebody. Ana's entire
Wow,
kit is
Ana,
lethal.
bam,
Do it
3
again.
people naded. Bam,
Rikyu.
shot. They're all dead because my team
Rikyu.
follow was up and they're amazing.
Rikyu. Let's do it again.
4 minutes, okay.
You do not take space. And when you do take space, you die because you're not used to dueling people on the flank. That's your problem.
Don't take space.
When you took stuff on the right, that first point, that was really good. but the soldier was there. You knew he was there, and you did not
Oh my
look
God,
at him, and then you that's okay. And then you died to him on first fight.
Okay. Wait. I went too The problem with that is I was at a good angle, but when there's somebody on my angle, I have to take them out like a DPS character.
Or make them respect you. You don't have to necessarily take them out, but you do have to fight them and stop them from killing you.
Because I understand that concept when I'm playing, say, Tracer or something.
Drop the code, by the way, real fast. Jump out of the deathmatch and drop the code. And then we'll take a look real
Drop
fast.
the code. Let me give you that code. How do I give codes? Replay. That.
Share at the bottom right there.
Copy.
And then I don't know if I'm still streaming. Let me.
You are.
Okay, good. All right, let's
So you
take
want
a
to
look.
show me real quick how this works?
I'll show you how it works.
Wow. So I'm really not taking this map. I feel like this is one of my worst auto maps. This is why I was like, dang. Yeah.
You landed an 8 here, and then proceeded to not be able to see anything after this shot right here.
Very true.
And then you
this
stood
doesn't happen
and then you stood still.
So
This
when
fight is going on.
happening, I can't see anything.
That's
I
correct.
should rotate maybe to the left side of that
Correct.
watchtower or something.
Correct. Or to the right. Now, how you use your sleep dart is important. They might push you. Let me know when your Q pops, by the way. Actually, don't even let me know when your Q pops. Let me know when you're like selecting it here, like all the way in.
Okay, yeah, I can hero bands and stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Let me know when you're distracted. But yeah, we'll keep going on the review. But yeah, you'll probably want to save your sleep dart, manage your CD depending on the angle that you take. But you're just doing nothing here. This fight is happening, and you're waiting for it to happen instead of actually taking action. And then ultimately, you become too predictable, and the Freya finds you. Now, your death to the Freya is maybe a little unlucky, whatever. But the biggest thing is that you just didn't do anything beyond that first nade. Now here, what does your vision look like?
Okay. Pause. Let me think. I mean, I think again, I should just get close to that watchtower and be able to shoot both D.Va and the enemy team. And I do. And then from here, I should rotate maybe to the.
I mean, you moved. You did move.
As long as I'm moving, at least I'm moving to a location, and I can move to a location.
You need cover.
I think at
but
our last coaching session, I kind of learned. I think I told myself too hard, find a position and just hold it.
Right.
And I need to be a lot more fluid, especially on these kind of maps, I guess, because this is.
Well, this is the question, right? Or I was asking you, you need to take an angle, right? But you were not showing me what an angle looks like. An angle is I have pressure from my team here, and I'm a little bit off to the side or a little bit off to the side so that I can see them.
But I'm
But
right
you would
behind,
say you just
basically, right now.
you kept saying I'm on an angle. I'm taking an angle, and then you were not taking an angle. So I don't think you understood what an angle is. Like right now, you're waiting for the fight to happen. Okay, fight started. What can you see?
Hog.
Miss a sleep, no big deal. Freya's on you. What can you see?
Barely anything. Barely
Right.
my team.
And you notice like everything kind of falls apart as a result. I won't even necessarily blame you for this one too much, but this is where things started to get kind of rough. I need to take an angle, you said. Everybody
This is an angle. Everybody's here. I could have went high
Everybody's
ground.
here.
I could have went far right and kind of swooped around right here.
Yeah, nade sleep dart right here.
And what
Pressure
you're
the
honestly
stuff up.
saying is there's not even a right answer. There's just a bunch of wrong answers, and I should pick one. Instead of
Just try, experiment, right? Experiment. You could have walked in here and taken an angle here. I hear that your Q popped.
Yeah, we're on the ban phase.
And so if we look back to first point here, let's look at when you did it correctly. All right, maybe not perfectly, but you did it better. Okay. When you walk out of this choke, first off you doubted yourself, and then you walk. Let's just walk. You doubted yourself. Watch. Oh no, nothing. Right. So you might as well take the time to set
the
up.
fight was over, and I should have just.
Yeah.
And maybe it was, but I shouldn't just like sit behind the team and chill while that's happening.
You see the
We're
difference?
banning Mercy. We're banning Freya. They're gone. Okay.
You see the difference here? Look at this is an angle. This is an angle. Now, a Kiriko could do something here, but a Kiriko could go deeper than you, but you may not want to do that. But you get your value here. You get your shots. You get your sleep dart. You don't quite get the nade that you want. And then the Freya Mercy go, oh, frick, we got to deal with her. The problem is that you forgot that they might push you, and then you died for it. If you're here holding the corner, sleep dart, nade, shoot, duck, waste your time.
I never thought of it like that, because I guess I could take angles as Kiriko, and I understand that, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just go crazy with this. And if something goes wrong, I could just DP back. But Ana, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to leave them.
You got to manage it.
And And what if I get caught out on the right side? There's no Suzu TP away.
That's correct. That's correct.
It's terrifying.
It is.
I almost wish I'm almost tempted to show you a Kiriko, but I also no, they fit the character anyways. Because I also got to get better at those other heroes sometimes. Well, actually, I don't know. What's my win rate? It can't be that bad. If the 48 versus 52. Oh, my Juno's better.
It's not bad. Okay, let's roll out.
You know, mathematically, that's sad. Isn't
Now,
it?
you don't-
52% win rate means after 10 games, I don't even win
It's
one
fine.
game higher.
That's normal. That's very normal.
And even if it's 60% win rate, it's great.
Okay, so yeah, that's simple solution. Here. We
crazy.
need a sightline slightly split from our team. If our team is
Okay,
here,
okay.
you can
So,
either go
I
here and
wanna
then lean
go
right.
To the right. I want to go
Sure.
to the right.
Sure. Keep moving. Keep
And
moving.
once
keep
that
moving,
bubble
keep moving,
goes
keep
down-
moving,
oh.
keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep moving.
Oh,
keep moving.
don't keep moving.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Now stop.
Oh, my team.
It's okay. No, that's okay.
Oh. Oh, I'm missing my shots. I'm dead.
So that's known as
need
a
to fight
good
that out.
angle, but bad mechanics. In terms of you miss your nade, you miss your sleep, you miss your shots, you die.
My commands are absolutely atrocious today.
That's okay. That's okay. You even had a nice little opening nade there on the castle. You just missed. You can't miss. That's all. But I like your angle. Good job. Just do it again. You could see it too, right? They didn't know you were gonna peek there. It was scary. Good, and you were safe too. Very far away. Good safety.
Okay,
all that kind of stuff.
Ryan.
You're
Okay.
all right. You're all right.
Or
If
to the
your
right
Ryan
with you
dies,
on-
if he dies, he dies. You can nade that.
I tried.
Nice. No, it's okay. You hit the Lucio.
All right, we're dying on point, baby.
No, you're not dying. You should be. You shut down. You slept the Winston. You got to kill that guy next time.
You think I could have killed him?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's so much faith.
Absolutely.
Where's the
But see, the problem is you don't have that faith in yourself. I'm seeing opportunities for here, and all you see is, oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, get a kill then. Die with him.
I think
You
I've
said
been
die on point. I mean,
I
you
think
guys were
recently-
you were saying die on point when you guys were even.
I guess recently I've actually become way more passive than I used to be. Where I'm like,
take top
always
left. Take top left.
absolutely
Take top left.
terrified.
Kill somebody.
Yep.
Put some pressure
okay,
from here.
kill somebody.
Pl-
Sure.
Play corner and just put pressure here. Nice. Okay, now we
Okay,
die on
it's
point.
over.
Now we've lost. But see, there you go. And when I say kill somebody, you don't actually need to kill anybody. I want pressure. I want damage, and I want nades, and I want sleeps. Do your job.
Sure.
All right, find a sightline. Find an angle.
Like I
Where's
feel
your-
like the weakest link right now.
You're being yapped at. Life coaching is always a bit stressful. It's not about performance here. We're learning. Good.
I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he might
so
push
there's gonna
you
be
here,
Cassidy
so-
on my left.
Okay.
Oh no, there's a.
Where's your cover?
Oh, I should have used cover. You're right.
That's okay. But you took risks, and you died for it. That being said, you forced Cassidy out, you forced Blinks, and you forced recall. And this is after you missed your cooldowns.
Yay.
It's okay. You forced a response. Your existence did something. You didn't win the fight, and it ended too short, but it did something.
Okay, I'm super understand. Actually, my eyes being opened on how many mistakes I'm making now.
Yeah,
because
you're-
the missed opportunities I'm having.
There it is. You took it. If you do nothing, that is in of itself a risk. All right, where's the point here?
That is on the left.
Okay, so
So-
let's look for a sight line here. Let's put some pressure. Maybe we can nade them on the rotation. I think we're going to be fighting them on the rotation.
dang.
Nope, no, that was a good idea. I like that. I saw the vision. Sure. I love it.
Calm down. There we go.
Nice. He's going to... Oh, we didn't even get a chance to primal. All right, choose the perk. You got a second now. Either one's fine. Don't worry too much about it. All right, where is your angle? Where's your sight line? I want a good juicy
love
sight
auto
line
perks.
here.
All right. So they're coming from that way, so I'm gonna
Sure.
come up. I hate that Origins with me, but I guess
No,
it
no,
works
that's
out.
okay. No. As long as you're not the whole team, you know.
So
You
if I'm with one other player, that's kind of fine actually. But if
Yeah,
it's like 3 people are up here,
yeah,
that's when
exactly.
it becomes problematic because
Exactly,
we're really opening
exactly.
ourselves up, I guess, to weaknesses.
Exactly.
I'm trying to.
Worry about shooting it. Here. I want you to
I wanna
beat
eat that
this.
guy
This
up.
one's gonna dive. He's gonna primal you, and I want you to save sleep dart for it.
No,
Nice. I appreciate the vision.
That
Did
didn't
your
work.
did your
In my head,
existence
that was
matter?
gonna be
Did your existence matter? Did you provide value there with your nade damage or sleep dart? You tell me. Yes or no?
Did
your
I
existence
provide
matter?
value? I could
Yes.
have provided so much more value.
No,
dude.
no, no. That's not what I asked. Did you provide value?
There was value at least.
I
unlike the
agree.
last
I agree.
times.
You could have done more.
But like, I should have done all those cooldowns earlier in the fight. instead of at the very
I'm
end.
aware. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Okay, okay. It's
So
about
what-
celebrating
what-
my small wins.
Right. So what needs to be done now? Where's your angle?
I'm gonna go right.
Okay.
Okay, other people are here.
That's all right.
You pick him up. Oh!
Bam. Bam. That kills the primal rage here. Now just relax and shoot him. Focus on yourself. Just
Right, relax.
don't even worry about your
Load?
Torb. Let's deal with this
This guy-
Cassidy.
okay,
This
that
Cassidy's your
sucks.
job. This Cassidy's your job. You gotta kill him. There it is. Fight's still winnable.
Right there?
Very winnable.
Okay.
You
Is
can
this
even
me and
nano
Ball?
that. Select your perk, get nano perk, and then nano yourself.
Oh no!
Select your perk. Select your
Oh,
perk.
give up! Oh, I couldn't see him.
Almost. Just a little too slow. That's okay. Your existence was almost very high value there. I would say medium value.
I think at the end I just didn't have an angle to do anything.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, you had plenty of sightlines. Like, what is it? When you take an angle, you're doing so that you can shoot people.
I guess it's the matter of the fact that there wasn't anything. No, I guess it was just me and Ball, and there was a weird at the end there. So
Get
okay.
him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Yeah.
I guess I should have been closer to him actually.
No, it's okay. It's
I'm scared of
Hinder's scary.
Oh.
Or just maybe we can hide to the right.
So over. There's no way they come here.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I'm hearing them. I'm hearing them.
Look for a nano. Just take call.
Got her.
There it is.
All right,
And
Mr.
if you
Ball.
need to,
Oh, are
you
they
got- you
here?
got-
They're here probably. I
If
gotta
you
get
need
out.
to, you can enter yourself. All right, we can move. We can move. We're good. We're good.
Granny leg, dude. I love this fidget spinner thing. This is like improved my win rate.
A mythic weapon. Yeah. All right, where's your angle? We're looking for an angle for a sightline. We're looking to do damage. Where is that?
I want to get far over here.
Can you see anything from this position right now?
You know what? That was kind of stupid, actually. You're right. Because I was thinking, if I nano him, okay, I can't nano him. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna nano Ball when he goes in.
Looks good. Let's get something done.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for a second and then use my nade.
Good call.
That where?
Yeah, that beautiful. She's dead. Oh, you almost got him too. Get her. You got full HP. She's not.
Dang. Oh, she's
No, no, no.
alive. Oh no, I'm panicking.
You're good. You're not panicking. See? Ice cold.
Oh, that was a panic.
No. You're good.
No, no, she wants it. She
Grab
wants
the
it.
mini.
I want it.
Yeah, yours. And she's cooked.
Oh no! Oh
No. Look at
Get him
that. He's dead. You guys win this fight. No. Wait, no, he is dead.
we?
You do win this fight. You do.
no! Oh, we do.
See?
Absolutely easy.
That didn't look like panicking to me. That looked like carrying.
I don't know. I do think I'm panicking a bit. Like,
Well, you're
I
not,
can
well, you
do-
think about it this way. It's not panicking if you're under a lot of pressure,
Okay.
right? Panicking is a
I guess.
disproportionate response, right? This is a proportionate response. You're under a lot of pressure. You did a good job. Now what?
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to the. Well,
Mm-hmm.
nobody's here, and I'm not gonna touch it. So I'm gonna be at a surprise angle. They're not gonna expect me on the left.
All right. So you have to think about, what if I use my cooldowns? Will they punish me for being here? So maybe you just shoot here for a little bit and see what they do. Because you could use your cooldowns to kill people, or you could use it to defend yourself. Either,
I'm gonna
either
go
choice.
move to the left again,
Yeah, look at this.
and I want to do that. Oh,
You're a little low.
he
Careful.
wants to jump me. He wants to jump me. He wants to jump me.
I don't think he knows how low you are.
Oh no! Okay, wait. Here it
You
goes.
kill
Awesome.
him. Kill him. He's now dead.
And all because I took that aggressive angle and baited him
Mm-hmm.
out.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy. I'm not gonna lie with you. You were 90 HP when you threw that offensive nade too. I was a little stressful. Good shots.
That might be true. This might be true. Oh,
Remember-
I think what I mean by panicking, it's my aim's going. My aim would be a lot better right now if
it's
my hand
okay.
wasn't shaking.
It's been fun. Live coaching is always very stressful.
Hey, you
Okay.
keep it chill. You keep it chill. I had
pick it-
another coach one time. Man, he was stressful, dude. I felt like it was whiplash. That one movie, you know.
I know
It's
how
like,
you
why
feel.
did you die there? And I'm like,
Pick your... All right. Now I'm gonna whiplash you. I'm gonna sightline. I want pressure.
Woo!
Ooh, That's okay. That's okay. We got Nano here too. Don't just heal. Let's put some pressure out here. We got our Nano, so we have like a super nade, you know?
I want to move over here to the left.
Nice.
Okay, can't do anything for him. It's hell. They're gonna dive, and oh, actually no, that's gonna be it.
Nice.
Uh,
No, that's okay. He's dead.
oh, did I neglect my team?
Nope, no, you did not. I mean, if
didn't.
you did, but you didn't. If that makes sense, you were getting reward for your neglect. Remember, it's not about healing. There's no healing or damage priority. There's only pressure. Sometimes healing matters more. Sometimes it doesn't.
I think I've learned to be a lot too passive as an Ana recently.
Maybe.
I think I was like worried too much about the deaths, and it's like, well, the problem with worrying about your deaths is now you're limiting your offensive treasure.
Right.
You should be. You're
So
a
let's start
DPS
with that
player
right
that
now.
can heal. If you're not giving your tank a heart attack,
Where's your angle?
sometimes you're not playing the hero right.
Where's your angle?
Okay, watch this.
Everyone's here
Look
now.
out. Oh no! Help me! Okay,
okay.
now we're good.
Just chill. He's dead. You're the goat. Now what? Chill. Take a second. Where should you be? Sojourn's dead. Now what?
They're over there at the right, so I kind of want to just poke him. Never mind. Oh no, where's my team? Got him. Oh, that sucks. Maybe that's
okay.
Okay, that's really aggressive, but I wanted to do something.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. That was really close. I think nading the Winston there was pointless. Sorry, he's full HP. So your ball will probably be able to touch. So let's just, again, relax. Whether you win or lose, this fight is going to be perfectly practiced. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if we win or lose.
Because I was practicing. This is a valuable game.
This is practice. That is
probably
correct.
more valuable than winning an
Correct.
autopilot game.
All right, let's make it happen right now.
Right there?
If you die, that's okay. Was it earned, or could you have lived longer, done more damage?
I could have earned more.
I think you left cover there too soon. I think if you used an aid and held that angle a little bit, I think you could have kept your attention for longer.
I was just autopiloting walking to point instead of being like, oh, there's people.
You got it.
I should respect them.
So I'm looking at your offensive output right now, and I think it was really high, but there's a lot of unnecessary deaths just due to sloppy things like cover usage or HP management,
And
right?
This requires me sitting here and playing like that for another 100 games.
Drop the code real fast. Let's look at a couple of fights. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
But you felt the impact, right? You felt the earned of deaths. We're not about avoiding death. We're about making sure that every death is earned.
I felt like I was a unranked GM player that wasn't like doing was like forgetting about like half the problems of like.
Right.
Like I felt like somebody who watched unranked GM and was like, all right, I could do that, and then just proceeded to feed.
Kind of. I think a lot of what you did was really good. You know, again, very small sample size, right? Was it good or was it bad? Were you doing well? Were you doing not well? Well, I don't know. I don't really care. I'm looking at does this look like Masters play? Honestly, no. However, it looked better than the previous game.
It looked better, which is somehow not Diamond, which is weird.
Right.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's take a look here. Angle choice. You tell me. Do you like? Do you not like?
I can open it up to the right.
To be honest with you, I told you to go here. But what do you think? Yeah, there's an A there. What'd you do? You rushed it. So what does that mean? You missed it. What do you think about this?
Rushing or dragging? Okay, I could have killed that Lucio, but I didn't because I missed my thing.
Correct.
And
it felt like you were too busy.
It felt like outside of the room.
Yeah, it felt like you're too obsessed with your team here and not about the three things that were on top of you. Right?
I guess like okay, that's because they were in my lane and I have to. I shouldn't be healing them. At that point, it's like I need to DPS and win this because
a little bit.
There's no other option. So I could do the nades slightly faster, I guess.
This is my favorite one.
Okay, you tell me.
I got a dying point. I got a dying point. No, I don't think he's killable. But to be honest with you, your mentality immediately shifted to I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna die in point.
When I could have
shoot the Cassidy
behind the left corner, shot
right.
the Cassidy.
Shoot the Ana, drop and maybe tuck in this way instead. Obviously, there's a lot of decisions to be made very quickly. But I guess my concern wasn't the fact that you ran; it was the fact that you gave up.
I could have given this point a few extra points by fighting it. Heck,
couple of extra.
Theoretically won the point if they threw.
Yeah, force it. Get the Cassie to have HP. Force the sleep there and the Ana. You know, like again, my mindset is that like if I die, it's gonna be earned. This one was just poor cover usage, so an unnecessary death. All right. Let's take a look at this. Good nade, or good nano, excuse me. Good sleep dart. Blows up. Using cover very well here, notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't quite hit the nade, but it was a good idea. Select bouncing nade. All right, this fight's important. What do you think of this fight here? Position? Do you have a good sightline? Do you have good angles? Do you have options to do damage when you need to?
Not ideal. I can't really see the enemy that well, but I don't know anywhere else. I guess I could rotate to the right side of this thing instead of the left, and that might give me a better.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think you
see
see enough. I think when the fight starts, you're going to see plenty. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Right, because at the moment, like, I'm not seeing anybody, but if they just stay there, they're going to lose, and I could just stay here and wait for them.
Correct.
Because they're having to move forward.
Correct. So right now, you just need to shoot Winston, or you need to shoot Ana. You slept out your Kiriko, which is because you were talking while you're shooting, but that's fine. That's live coaching. You hit a shot.
Yeah.
Bubbles used.
Crazy start.
And this one was just, I don't want you standing in the open here. I probably don't want you walking forward, but hold back here. Play the corner. Play the angle. You already see stuff.
Still alive. I think I was just, I don't know why I did that. That's weird.
Yeah, you could tell, like, this is you focusing on, like, more of the mechanical and aggression because of how me being in your ear feels, right? But I guess my point being is that you're walking into a Winston, and you almost got him. In fact, I think you would have gotten him if he did not get the nano there, which is hilarious. Because he was 200 HP and you were not.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been funny. Okay. Now, this is an interesting question here.
Where I need to rotate to the right because I'm not.
Are you sure?
Anything.
Are you sure? Look at your
I
team.
can rotate to the left.
Look at your team. Look at your team, right? So what's going to happen?
Okay,
Okay, so this is how angles work. If your team puts two people on the right, you are going to see people on the left, or you're going to see people on the left. Why? Because they're all worried about what's over here and not what's here. Let's follow this little angle here. You ready for this? You see it? You see what your Torb did?
Oh, there was an opening. Torb,
There's an opening. Because he goes, oh, they're all going right. I go left. And look at the Lucio.
So that's the thing you're saying. If there's like two people at an angle, take a different angle. But like, it's fine if there's two people. If you're at an angle and somebody else is at an angle, it's fine. But once there's like three people there, it's like, take a different angle. You're not getting. There's other parts of the map that need your attention.
The challenging part with Ana is that every angle you have is a little bit of a risk. You're a little bit fragile. But the good thing is that every angle you take has the potential to be explosively dangerous.
That's what the great part about Kiriko. I can take these angles with so much bravery. But I don't because I'm not playing Kiriko. But I should be treating this. I should be treating my angles like a.
Nice shots. And this one is like, this is a fine angle. Why? Because I can see stuff.
And once this happened, I guess I could have nanoed and then thought that.
So this is where, you just didn't have your perk selected here just in time. So if you selected your nano perk here, you would have been fine. Like you sleep him, you jump nano your ball, and then you go for these guys. I'm gonna be real. This fight is lost no matter what you do, but it would have been really fun to see you try.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen you try. Okay.
Those are some of my favorite plays when I just pop off on like. Like, just the other day, I was in this map and I nanoed a Kiriko, and we just like soloed 4 people, and it was just funny.
You said, I'm going to wait to nade until beat expires. That's exactly when you hit it. She's dead. Good try to sleep. Missed a couple of shots, but you still hit the shots in the Tracer when it counts. Tracer's recall forced. Winston's on you. Nade.
Honestly, this live coaching thing was super helpful. Actually, I think this helps me a little bit more than the VOD itself.
I'm glad.
Context.
It definitely highlighted some of your misunderstandings about angles and maybe highlighting some of your bad habits to be completely risk averse when you just needed to take calculated risk. Like this really highlighted to me that you need to be, you just kind of throw your nade without really thinking if you need it or not. Right, you're scared. To be fair, live coaching is very stressful, but also you're very sloppy with your cover use as things get very proactive. And also you don't take angles when you're trying to be more conservative. It's like either I go crazy running in the open Rambo mode, or I just sit in the back line and don't take any sidelines at all.
There's a spectrum. I don't need to do one or the other.
Well, there's not just a spectrum. It's you do both at the same time.
I do both.
Right. So you take a corner on an angle, right?
that's
You use cover
super
on an angle.
Safe angle that I could
Yeah.
people.
So this is a great example of that. So this isn't just about cover here, but it's also because I'm playing versus Winston Tracer. These guys might force my cooldowns and try to kill me. But if I've got a sightline like this, I don't need to use my nade. If I'm in risk of like a nano or a primal or something, I can just sit here and shoot, dare them to dive me. Like, come on, dive me. I dare you to dive me. I'm gonna sleep and nade you. You get what I'm saying? If they don't dive you, you just keep shooting. So the nade is really good. But even if you hadn't naded there and the Winston dives you and you nade yourself, that's also really good. You see, because the act of nading yourself hurts him and protects you.
Right.
Nade is kind of like either what kills people from a distance or what protects you from getting killed. But it's a cooldown that allows you to hold the angles. Think of nade is TP. That's what nade is.
Nade is TP, but
Nade is Kiriko's
extreme.
TP.
It's like,
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
Because Kira TP, it's like, oh, I got Kira TP. I'm gonna go on the angle. I'm
Correct.
gonna do the stuff. TP out.
Right.
Instead, it's I have nade. Go on the angle. Nade. Shoot maybe. Run away.
Yeah.
Because
Nade.
I'm at the better far range and stuff.
Right. Nade can be used to protect you. It can be used to hurt. Imagine if Kiriko TP wasn't as effective in terms of how far it could go, but excuse me.
More offensive.
Yeah.
What if, it's more like if Susie did damage instead of.
Yeah. What if you could use you could cash out your teleport to do double damage for 2 seconds?
That'd be awesome.
Would you save your teleport to get out? Or would you save teleport to get out, or would you burn your teleport to do more damage? Well, you'd have to evaluate each situation, right? You'd have to look at each situation. You go,
are they about to come into me, or am I like
correct.
completely devalued here?
Correct. And so that's really all on it is you have to decide, do I want to use my sleep dart or nade aggressively, or do I want to force them to dive me in and use it? But it always starts from that angle. So when I'm here, I'm thinking maybe this Winston Tracer dives me. But I'm also not sure. Like maybe you see the Winston jump and use bubble over here. Okay, well then just nade. You're not under
Then you
threat.
got nade, but like,
right.
oh, he's looking to jump me. I could just hold it because that's like,
Yeah,
oh, he
yeah.
can't jump me. Because I'm holding, I got nade.
Yeah, see,
Dare you
that's
to
that.
jump
See,
me.
there's
He
the risk
jumped
right
and
there.
he's done.
Tracer jumped you, and you smacked her. So you didn't get the kill,
Okay.
but now she can't push you anymore. Because she's going to die if she
Right,
does.
okay, I understand the evaluation because I take the angle because I have the nade. This nade lets me either blow up somebody or wait, they're gonna jump me. Monkey's looking at me. That's why I shouldn't have used the nade there because he could have wanted to jump me. And if he jumped to the other side like he did, that's when I'm like, oh wait, he's an idiot, and I could nade him. So I should have held it there for a second.
You use both sleep and dart and nade on the tracer. So now the monkey in theory has a clear jump. Problem, you're too far away because you've managed your distance and cover well. Problem number 2 is that Winston can jump, but he's going to do so by himself. He's not going to have Tracer follow up anymore. That's what On is all about. Yes, you've used 2 cooldowns to clear a Tracer, but now the Winston's just not scary anymore.
Anna's such a beautiful character. Dude.
And you have Nano. You have self Nano too. So like this is, like I said, it's even better. So you're like, okay, come on, dive me. You don't even need to run away from him. You're like, come on. Right? And now you're just totally undiveable. So to be honest with you here, this was
fine.
Yeah, this was partly like you needed to do more with the tools that you were given. So you were given basically zero pressure. You had Nano,
I was given
Kitsune
Rush. I could have turned to the right and blasted everybody.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I think it was okay. You did kill the Lucio. You forced a Tracer recall. You got the Cassidy low. I'm going to be honest with you. This particular fight, I think your team trolled. Your team exploded.
Yeah, now I'm looking at what happened to them.
So there's a couple of things that happened. First off, your Torb ulted really, really early here. Or no, he didn't. That was a replay bug. So your Surgeon slid into the Cassidy Tracer with beat. She's dead.
Not a great.
Kitsune Rush, your Torb walks into Nano Cassidy. Oh no, what happens to your Kiriko?
Oh, she
Wait, you play Kiriko.
Oh, that's a horrible TP.
Yeah, so you play Kiriko, so you know. She also Kitsune's in the wall. She also Kitsune's in the
fun. All right.
She Kitsune's into the wall. Okay, so that's great.
Oh,
your Nano Ball gets slept, which, by the way, this is kind of a separate note, but this is why I'm not a huge fan of Nano Ball into a CC. This is kind of why. I would have done a lot better.
I can see that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I was waiting for it to be on Torb at one point in that fight, but then I was like, Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. And I see
That's
ball
okay.
rolling through the entire team, so I thought.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad decision. It's just a very tricky decision to make. So I want to go back to that thing. You need to be taking a sideline. You need to be taking an angle, maybe sometimes split from your team to be able to provide pressure. Not totally by yourself necessarily, but you need to be creating space, applying pressure.
Okay, I could totally work on this.
Your kit is TP with offensive capability. Your choice.
TP without something.
Do you want? It is a much worse, weaker defensive ability, but it is good as a
so
defensive
much
capability.
more offensive.
But it as right where it is weaker than Suzu and TP, and for defensive capability, it is stronger for offensive. So you are required to make that decision on a contextual basis, not just because dive characters, but also like what if it's a Ryan and you're taking an angle and Ryan's looking at you? Do not use your sleep dart. You can nade offensively,
because then he can charge.
Because he could charge, right? You just allowed him to charge you for free. But if you hold that sleep dart, you force him to go. He has to let you hold the angle because he can't stop you from holding it because you're just going to sleep him. It's your insurance.
Sure.
So your nade and sleep can allow you to do more damage just by its existence, not even you using it. Now, that's obviously a very complicated decision in the moment, but ultimately it's a very simple decision. That's all you have to think about. That's all you have to think about.
Okay. Roy. Okay.
Now it takes, like I said, it's complicated in terms of not complicated. It's difficult to do perfectly, right? As you saw here, it's not easy to do, but it shouldn't be too hard to understand. Take an angle, apply pressure.